Well, I'm gonna go get food. Down in the city, night is a line. Slowly closer than time. Do 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 do. In touch with the ground. I'm on the hunt down after you. Look at I sound. I'm lost and I'm found. And I'm hungry like the wolf. Everyone take a good goddamn look, because this is the deck that won Worlds. This is the world-winning tournament. The Worlds tournament winning deck. Everyone knows it and loves it. Snake Eye K9. Because any deck, literally, actually for real, any deck that isn't that has K9. It doesn't matter what it is. Blue Eyes K9, that won Worlds. You're playing Worlds deck, you fucking loser. Oh, you're fucking Dark Magician K9? I don't know why you would do that, but you fucking loser. You playing the Worlds deck? If I had the ability to actually go over into another window without closing this game, I could look it up and see if Ghost Belle was even in the winning deck. Maybe it was. I genuinely have no clue. I've even copied the deck as is usual. Like, oh, this one World, this must be strong. With Vanquish Soul K9. I haven't even, like, I've done like, what, 3 duels with it? And I'm still kind of like, oh yeah, I guess. I don't fucking know how it's supposed to play. But this guy, so here's the deal. You know, me and Dario, we play, and sometimes we don't always have the time to fucking react immediately. Like, literally, he has to go and make rounds. You know, maybe I'm eating, maybe I'm distracted with something. You know, it might be BM for like normal play, but it is what it is. So we don't play with a timer. We just play the fucking game. And there's a lot of games that go by very quickly, despite the fact that we don't have a timer. You might be surprised. But I digress. So this guy, as you might have caught on, and I'll have a replay about the first game. And there were some misplays. At one point I could have crashed in my monster to his so that I could add lightning stormed, and I thought maybe I should have done that because I didn't do that. I thought, you know what, maybe I should have done that. But by the end of it, I happen to have Ash Belle in my hand. I run 3 copies in this deck. I wanted to make sure I always have access, the best chance I have to access Ash Belle. Is that Ash Belle? Is that what it is? Ghost Belle. Because Ghost Belle is pretty powerful. There's a lot of graveyard effects that happen nowadays, even still. Especially with, the K9. Izuna dump Lupus in the grave. So then you can actually use that to Ghost Spell it, stop that play from happening at least. I mean, there's so many other applications. It's basically like a light called by the grave. It's pretty handy. So anyways, that's essentially what saved my ass. He's got some monster. He might already have it in his graveyard now. See, I would have never thought to. I don't think this is the card he got or not, but I don't even know. No, I guess not. I guess it was one of these. Yeah, it was this. Yeah, I would have known to call it. I don't know what the hell this guy's playing. It's like Archfiend, Infernoid, Dark World, or whatever. Not Dark World. The Burning Abyss. There's all sorts of crazy stuff in here. And either way, so this is Snake Eyes K9 that I still don't know if I would call it a fucking high tier deck. It's definitely capable and can do many things. But I still feel like a well aimed, negate here or there would just shut everything down. So I don't know. I guess anything with K9s though. This guy is convinced anything with K9s, even though I didn't play a single Vanquish Soul card. And in the last game, if I'll have in the replay. I don't know how long this video is going to be. This is going to be crazy. This guy, he essentially, because he's taking abuse of the time that I have no timer, and so he's going to quote unquote win the duel by me surrendering because I don't want to sit here and put up with this shit. Because he doesn't want to actually play the deck because he thinks it's fucking Vanquish Soul K9. So instead of losing graciously or just getting on with his life, he did all that shit talking, which is why I was like, oh, I've got to fucking record this. So now, as you might have seen in the chat, is that, I can just bring up the chat. Hang on. We're gaming. Ghost Belle just saved your dog shit deck. Enjoy the wait, you pathetic fuck. Your support cards are saving you hard right now. No time either. Toodles. No timer. So instead of losing graciously or can I not extend this? Expand log? Yes. Okay, good. So instead of losing graciously or beating my dog shit deck, you're just gonna stall for eternity? You're the dumb bitch playing the deck that won Worlds. Remember, Snake Eye K9 won Worlds. You heard it here first, folks. In casual. Yeah, I don't know how fucking good this deck is. So you get what you get. Yeah, I should definitely should consider a timer. Just give him like 2 seconds. Fuck you. Enjoy waiting already in another game. Oh, enjoy waiting already in another game. Oh, he can multi-window. That's unfortunate. I kind of assumed he was just, what's it called? Oh, man, this is not as funny as I thought it was. I really thought, I'll just go fucking, like, this is a war of attrition. Like, you have no idea what you've done. But he can just multi-window. So the only other option is to hope to God he at least has to shut down his computer. Which if he's this much of a petty piece of shit, maybe he actually has access and the ability to fucking leave this on all night, which is absolutely fucking retarded. Like, the question is, in my mind, how much of an absolute retarded piece of shit do you have to fucking be and to be so fucking petty? Obviously, you'd have to be toobi.
Yes.
Oh my God, Dario, you're back.
Yes, I'm there. I have been all times here, but I will leave again.
Have you? Am I still
I
streaming in
didn't want.
Discord?
Yes.
Oh my God, so happy. Uh, so we don't play with timers. Sometimes we
Yes.
don't have the exact immediate time. It sucks to lose in time when it's like, oh, he had to walk away for something. I had to use the restroom, this, that, whatever. Who cares? So we don't play with a timer. And I started a room here with a guy, and
Okay.
he is a bitter, petty, like just absolutely vile, disgusting human being. Absolutely the kind of person you could wish you could just fucking reach to the goddamn computer and crack him upside the goddamn head with a fucking baseball bat.
He just let everything and didn't stop.
Yeah, so I'll show you the replay. I kind of want to wait this out, but considering the fact that he's probably not mobile, which is a huge, huge fucking advantage over me right now. Because I mean, obviously, if it was in fucking whatever, I could just leave my computer going too, and it would be a war of attrition.
Okay.
But unfortunately, that's not the goddamn world we live in. So, anyways, I'm reading through this list. He says, I'll reread some of this for you. He goes, "You're the dumb bitch playing the deck that won worlds in casual, so you get what you get. Enjoy waiting already in another game." That's what I'm saying. He's probably on a PC. You can
Okay.
you can kindly shut the fuck up. No, I didn't even read that. This 100% could have been played at World. This 100% couldn't have been played at Worlds, actually. Worlds is pre-ban list. This is built post. What a fucking loser. So, first of all, unless I'm mistaken, the deck that won Worlds, I'm pretty sure is Vanquish Soul K9. But, like, that literally. I haven't even played a single fucking Vanquish Soul card. I've only ever played the fucking K9 cards. And anyways, he goes,
I know.
in the last fucking play or in the last fucking duel, it basically came down to he had some fucking graveyard effect or whatever, and it sums out this. I think he had like 3,400 attack, just like massive beater. But I ghost spelled it. I happen to have ghost spell in my hand. Because the only other option I thought I would have, maybe I didn't do it this turn. I can't remember. Maybe it was this duel, but we didn't really get very far. Only 2 turns in. But where is it? Whatever. I ghost spelled. So he says ghost spell saved it. So I'm trying to tell him. Last game says otherwise. He goes, your engine couldn't do shit about it. Which again, to be fair, I did absolutely not be able to summon a single snake eye. I had it in my hand. And you're stalling talking shit. Ghost Spell isn't your deck. Oh, Ghost Spell isn't. Your deck is a low staple tier. I think that's a typo. I'd suggest actually beating me. Meanwhile, your actual deck did nothing for 9 turns. It won. I'd suggest not needing casual decks to get a win. It's fucking Snake Eyes with Canine cards. It's Jesus Christ. But I can tell by your plays too, dog shit to get those in comp. It's not even a fucking the world's deck. You're retarded. So here you are with no timer because you're too fucking stupid to combo in time. That's not entirely untrue. But generally speaking, I can actually play within time limits. I very rarely reach time, even in MD Pro. And that shit's timed even on like solo. I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe I need to pay attention next time. Any more? How many more crutches you need? Well, the K9s are all the crutch I have, honestly. Because everything else, Snake Eyes, is like not good. Not by itself, anyways. You choose a format with no tier. Okay, so if there's no tier, then there's obviously no problem if I play whatever deck I want. So he's playing to time and winning. So basically his idea, because he can't beat me, because he won't just play the game out and show me how dog shit my deck is. Because either my deck is dog shit, and he can easily beat me 2 more games, or it's not, and I win in game 2 again. Put your cards where your mouth is. I'm not the one hiding in casuals with a world's winning deck. Snake Eye Canine, it fucking won worlds. You heard it here. I didn't even fucking read this. I put your mouth where my dick is. Ha 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 ha. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, I know.
I'd rather play the
Why
guy
are
who
you
just
saying
doesn't
this?
fucking surrender, or who just fucking straight surrenders. I'd rather duel that.
I
I even
know.
tried reasoning with him. I go, unless you think any deck with K9 is that deck, like Yummy K9 must have won worlds, or maybe it was Memento K9. So he's saying I'm going to enjoy sitting here losing to Archfiends, even though I'm not losing. I'm not losing to the Archfiend deck. I'm losing to the fact that he's refusing to play the fucking game. And I guess he's too stupid to realize that. Because he's so caught up to the. It's like if someone surrenders, it's like, yeah, they obviously said that I was going to win anyways, but it's like, it's not exactly the same as a win.
Yes, it's not me.
So that's what I'm getting at. And this guy's saying here that if I either A, actually lose, and give up, I mean, like if I actually leave the fucking game, and then he comes back and he sees that it's fucking, like, oh, your opponent surrendered, I won, it's like, you're fucking retarded. That's not anything.
Really?
That's not a real fucking victory. Just because the game says you won, it definitely doesn't mean you fucking won in this case. It means you're a goddamn fucking retard. You're a literal goddamn baby.
Yes, especially if you will win fun, what I say. Because I usually lose from you, but I continue to play. What I could say.
I'd say you're getting better.
No, but
Fucking.
I'm talking about. I could also feel like him. I would also play with you and talking to.
Oh man. I mean, my God. A fucking bad play here or there is not the end of the world from you. Because then you'll come up with some really fucking ingenious shit like, oh, I'll Book of Moon my own monster so it can't get nibbed. Like, oh,
Yes, I know who would do that in today's Yu-Gi-Oh. Nobody play Book of Moon and everything.
I feel like people did play Book of Moon for a while, but they probably just play Eclipse now.
Just have from time to time my idea. I know.
See, that's funny. I was about to go in and get food and just fucking leave this here, but now I'll have to take it in with me. But then I don't want to get a fucking bad internet connection by changing where I'm sitting. Like I said, this guy's on computer, so it all really boils down to if he shuts his computer down at night, and also generally what time he's at. Because if he just leaves his computer running for fucking forever, then I mean, yeah.
No, nothing will happen.
Yeah, he's gonna win this war of attrition if he can just fucking run his computer forever. Uh, it sure would be a lot better if he was mobile like me.
Yes. No.
Because hypothetically, I could just sit here and even if I had a fucking move, I don't know. Maybe if I had a fucking move, maybe I would like lose signal or something because of the way this goddamn, uh, I guess phone or towers, whatever the fucking cell service in general is. I don't know. I think it's just silly to assume that fucking this deck won worlds because I don't think it was the same guy. I'm pretty sure it was a fucking previous duel, um, where I got Droll and Lockbirded, but I got Droll and Lockbirded on what's it called? Yeah, that must have been the last duel. Because this guy just didn't fucking see any snake eyes, and I guarantee you, if he had seen a single goddamn snake eye, he would go, "Oh, this isn't a fucking worlds deck." I don't know. He'd probably still
Yes.
say that. I don't know. It seems like a fucking genuine piece of shit. So I even started recording. A fun fact: I'm recording now. I really thought it was like, like I missed the dick joke, but I also missed the part where he's apparently on a fucking computer. So like halfway through recording and reading the log, I was like, oh, I have egg on my face. It's a shame I don't know some like bullshit hacking technique to like force a disconnect from his side specifically. Like imagine if he just played the fucking game and like actually won, not just this game but the next one.
And at least you could say something, but the
Yeah, I know. That's
being
that's
something.
that's
It's
part of my
not
problem here. Like this guy has he wrote the goddamn playbook on bad sportsmanship. He sat down one day and he thought, you know what? I'm going to do something productive with my time and I'm going to write my Magnus Opus. And he pinned it in a day. He signed the back of the book and then he turned it over and he titled it How to Be a Fucking Asshole.
I know. It seems, I know it would literally seem thinking when I said fuck you, and I really mean fuck you. When you someone good monster.
I mean, the longer this goes on, is also not necessarily just a show of my own stupidity and stubbornness, because it is. It just goes to show how much of a piece of shit this guy is.
It's even worse because
I mean, I even get a clickbait title out of it: the literal worst Yu-Gi-Oh player ever.
there's at least you hear something.
I gotta dig deep into my bag of English words over here so I can like find the one that adequately expresses what a jackass this guy is, but on only one word. So it won't just be like the
I
worst duelist. It'll be like the most word dual Yu-Gi-Oh player ever. Uh, Depraved, maybe. Hmm. The most moralless. No, that's retarded. The most disingenuous Yu-Gi-Oh player ever. I'm just gonna fucking remember this for the rest of my goddamn life. Snake Eye K9 won the world tournament with a post ban list that didn't even fucking happen yet. Deck list. Yes, I was ready to win worlds. Yes, I happen to have 3 Snake Eye Ash in my deck. I know what you're thinking. The current ban list at the time only allowed 2. But I knew. I was from the future. Or I had future knowledge or some shit. I knew the ban list would be it would allow these plays. Like, is there even anything? I mean, Link Karibo, I guess. Nothing else is really in the extra deck. Nothing else is like that new. I mean, 3 Snake Eyes. I already had 2 Poplar.
okay.
Oh, god damn. That's ridiculous. Even if I had already, it's the only fucking one. Uh Man, if only I had a timer. If only I had the foreknowledge. Well, at least then it would be like, oh, uh,
You
you know,
would win and you wouldn't feel bad. It was a mistake. But like this,
oh, he'd still feel bad because he already feels bad. He's a fucking miserable fucking person. And this is coming from the king of miserable people.
okay.
Like, goddamn. Even I wouldn't stall out for fucking time for fucking forever. I take it back. 100% I would. In the instance that the one time, uh, when they were just like, because I was like, God, I fucking hate Luna Lights. Like, yeah, I swore, but Jesus Christ, I'm just expressing a fucking distaste. And then they all fucking goddamn 3 of them started chiming in all toxic shit. The one,
So all three.
yeah. You were there.
Yeah, I could see. Only because I played the ball.
God damn, dude. That just reminds me of before I turned to canines, where I was like, oh, I got to make Snake Eyes work, and so I was like, oh, I'll just dump in a bunch of stuff that like helps combo and does whatever, fucking it does shit, whatever. I'm
Okay.
just trying shit, but it was like with a Dark Magician, Shining Sark support, and then whatever Tamiya scales. Uh, and that guy saw me playing that. It did not even the fucking guy I was playing, just someone who was spectating. And he goes, like at first it was tame. He was like, "Oh, you're playing the Dork Magician." Like, I don't have one in my deck, but sure. And then by the end of it, he was just telling me to fucking kill myself. Like, God, fuck. Drink bleach already and get it over with. How much battery do I even have left? 51%. I can do this for a while. I feel pretty good about this. I have a bit of time here today. I don't think anyone with an actual conscience would hold it against me if I eventually do exit out. And if I do exit out, it will be by hard closing it through the fucking task manager or whatever it is, where you do like your multiple apps or whatever, and you clear them out. At best, I'll go in my disconnect because I'm sure as shit not surrendering. I mean, what are the odds that he's at some fucking on a laptop at a cafe or something?
I think 1/3.
1/3? All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. 33%. 33% chance he's at a fucking cafe shop and he's like, you know what? I gotta actually fucking close my computer. So which means I gotta close Edo Pro.
I know. Let's play at this 1/3.
Yeah, it's a shame I'm not on a computer. I would just open up another fucking Edo Pro and keep doing whatever. Start up a goddamn timer.
Then see you and good luck.
Thanks, man. See you.
Always.
Oh man, maybe I will go get food then. Hopefully this doesn't just fucking die or quit. Let me give a little clicky click here. Let me fucking clicky click, little clicky click action. There we go. Maybe that'll help not fall asleep or shut off. But yeah, I'm gonna go get food. This is the most riveting video I think I've ever fucking done. That will guaranteed get 0 views. But it's my goddamn YouTube channel. I'll do what I want. Oh, thank God! I'm still waiting for Harpy's feather duster to resolve or not. Oh, thank God! I don't know where I would be if I wasn't waiting for Harpy's feather duster to resolve. Still. Oh, and I am back. Already reached the hour mark. Honestly, that was really about as long as I was hoping to wait. Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Dipping Sauce. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Frank's Red Hot and pizza rolls. Those are the breakfast of champions. Well, how are you doing today? Because I already know no one's going to watch this. It's going to have 0 views. You know, this is what I get for being too goddamn optimistic. Despite the fact that you think, wow, you're a fucking pessimist. You want to kill yourself half the time. And you'd be correct. But, I thought for sure, uh, he'd have to do something. Something would have to change here that he couldn't just fucking leave the game running in ad nauseum. But obviously, this guy has a lot more resources to be an asshole with than I do. Which, that's unfortunate. You hate to see it. Man, this just turned into like the world's worst mukbang video. Not even eating on camera. I mean, I am, but there's no camera. I wonder if I can turn on the camera. I don't want to screw up the recording though. I don't want to lose all of this gold footage. Something like the wolf. I told Dario, I go, I hit him. I hit him with the idiom, where I started saying, "I'm gonna have to eat my own words." And I guess he thought like I was like I'm hungry. I need to go eat. So he's like, "Oh, just go eat." We were like in the middle of a game or whatever. I think maybe I can't remember, but she's like, "Whoa, no! It's it's a figure of speech, like you eat a piece of humble pie." Because I'll be honest, the whole snake eye yummy deck, even that's one I thought of. I was like, oh, they're low level enough. I don't know. I couldn't do it for some reason. When I started playing it at first, I was just like, oh, it seems to be you're forced into either playing only yummy or only snake eye, and I just yeah, I don't know. You just the cards and combos didn't click for me. I mean, that's what happens when you have a low IQ. But there was just something about it that wasn't making any sense, and I thought, no, 1 hour mark. I thought, oh, this is not as good as I would have hoped. And then even the lithium guy, I keep calling him Lithium 3000. His name is Lithium 2300. But even he was like, here's a Snake Eyes Yummy deck. And I'm like, I don't know, man. But then I actually played it. And it turns out it's not bad. Now, I might have a whack build of it, because I'm almost certain I didn't copy this one. I copy a lot of goddamn decks. I'm not even going to be fucking beat the bush or lie around that, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it, net decking is not a goddamn cardinal sin, you know? But you would think eventually, right, as you play a deck and you get more used to it, you would go, oh, this card's not so great. Maybe I'll take out a copy. This card would be way better at 3 if it's not already at 3, you know? This card suiting my playstyle doesn't suit my playstyle, so I'll take it out and put this one that I think would do better in. Man, it sucks, you know? You just never know the type of people you're going to run into in this game. I can't even think of a type of Yu-Gi-Oh game. Maybe Dueling Book. You know, you have probably no time limit in Dueling Book. Or even if you did, you know, if something like this happened, I mean, this dude would get either a fucking huge major warning, um, or just get kicked from the server. He'd get freezed. I don't actually know the terminology. I just watch distant coder videos. You know, I used to play Dueling Book, or God, what it used to be called. I think it was called Dueling Book back then. Still, I'm sure it had a different name, but whatever. It's the exact same program. It's manual Yu-Gi-Oh. You have to explicitly tell all the cards where you want them to go and how. You know, you'd pick one to send to the field, and it would be like any seemingly every card all had the same fucking list of actions. Where even if it was like a fucking whatever, a Dustox, okay, whatever one the normal light fiend one is, right? You'd go, oh, you'd hover over it, and it would be like activate, discard, summon, set. So you just had to know what each fucking, or send to grave, send to deck top, send to deck bottom. You would just have to know what all your cards do and where they're going. It doesn't automate it like this one does. God, what even is my hand right here? Like, that's what's funnier. If the guy would just play it out, he'd see that I really don't have the best hand. Like, if Harpy's Feather Duster resolves, and that back row is nothing, right? Like, what can I realistically do here? I guess Jokul and Kizuna to the field. Kizuna dump Lupus. I'm not about to fucking hit anything with Imperm as soon as I throw Jokul down. I could call by something if he decides to, like, I guess, Ash Izuna throwing Lupus into the grave, or otherwise part of the combo. I guess he's He thinks so goddamn highly of himself. I'd have to assume he's smart enough to not try to ash a Ripper. But like at most, I'm gonna be able to pop the back row, make Ripper to search for werewolf. I can't go Jax because I gotta get the werewolf card. Oh wait, does this one search? Mm-hmm. No, it's not Jokel. One of them searches a spell card. I can't remember which one. Maybe it's Lantern. I don't remember. I think it is Lantern, but whatever. Yeah, I need the werewolf card to do this play. And if I make werewolf, I could break his 3,000, or I should say destroy it. And then unless he has something in his hand, like just one of those good old fashioned hand traps, not even like Ash or something, but just like whichever one was summoning out his 3,400 beat stick guy, you know. Uh, if that's in there, then he's got that. But I feel like if he's got that, then he would have just fucking played it out and then won. But I would have to say, given by his setup here, unless it's just arbitrarily bad so that he can fucking pull this bullshit fake out, it's probably not looking too good on his side, which I'll see on the replay. Oh no, I won't, because I'll have to close this thing down. That's unfortunate. If I give him any sort of victory message after all this is over, it's going to be because I disconnected and got tired of waiting. Like I'm a stubborn jackass. Like this is just a war of attrition type situation, and I can do that. I can actually sit this out and just fucking let that magic happen. But if he's either in a time zone where he has more hours than I do, I mean, by that I mean if he is in a situation where he has to close down his laptop or desktop because he's clearly not on mobile, uh, then that would be how many hours do you have until you have to actually shut down your laptop or desktop? And then the only other question would be, do you even have to? Because some people, they just fucking leave their computers on. I used to be one of them. God knows if I had a fucking house to live in with a fucking actual setup, with electricity and all, that wasn't gonna fucking catch fire. Uh, then yeah, I abso-fucking-lutely. You know what? Honestly, 100%, yeah, I'll do it. I'd leave my computer on fucking forever until one of us eventually disconnects or loses, like if the power went out, Why not? Because I can just open up another window. It's not a big deal. It's literally not a big deal. But I'm mobile, so unfortunately that's not a concession. Concession is the fact that I think, unless it's out of my hand, since it's out of my hands, it's not necessarily a concession. I don't know. I guess I'll have to look up that word later now. Maybe I'll pause it and wait off screen. And then jump back in What is my what am I at? 45. Yeah, it's a lot less than 50. Oh my god, that was delicious. That was actually good. I've basically eaten this every fucking night for like the past fucking several months now. But it's just so good. I don't even eat the sauce. What a fucking waste. I gotta stop doing that. Well, if I had a fridge, I could just put it in there, you know? At least save it. I'm sure at some point, fucking Frank's Red Hot sauce will be really good on something. Where's my lighter? I found it. Like, I feel wildly confident that for once I'm not the asshole, maybe the idiot, as per usual, uh, and not remembering to check parameters. Like, we started a 2v2 duel, because he's like, he's dead set on fucking 2v2 dueling with me. Even though literally every goddamn person online finds it both necessary and acceptable to talk mad shit. And I'm talking like, not just like your deck is trash, this, that, shit sucks, blah, 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 whatever. But like straight up toxic, kill yourself, drink bleach, etc. type shit. Like fucking Jesus Christ, dude. It's a goddamn card game. It's meant to be played for fucking fun. Like, I take it seriously enough that I really want to win, and I do get frustrated when shit fucking goes wrong. Like, I get fucking into it, but I'm not gonna get so goddamn into it that I just absolutely fucking shit on your entire existence just because you play a certain fucking deck. I certainly wouldn't do this, except for those guys. That fucking it's supposed to be a 2-on-2. We ended up in a 3-on-3. I was just like, God, I fucking hate Luna Lights because the dude. I was waiting for the one card because I'm like, oh, there's got to be some fucking card to fuse them all together, and then I'll just hit that, and then I won't have to fucking worry about it, and then I'll have to find some other way to fuse it. Because that's the only fucking option I got at this point in this duel not this one here, but this fucking other one, the 3 versus 3, and I'm like, oh, I'll just fucking hit the spell card and hope for the best, you know? What else can I do? But oh man, what was it? You know, so and he fucking I didn't hit the right card, I'll tell you that. Because it still gets summoned out, and then in full knowing full goddamn well it wasn't gonna happen. I forget which effect I used or I in this case attempted to use. But it was like, oh, obviously it didn't fucking work, and I was just like, oh my god, I fucking hate Luna Lights. And then all goddamn 3 of them starts chiming in shit like, your mom likes them, and shut the fuck up, bitch boy, shit like that. So on those specific people, I would have 110% just fucking waited. But then, even fucking then, I would imagine still them would understand this is not worth our goddamn time. But, unfortunately for me, this guy has a PC where he can just tab out and make a new fucking instance of Edo Pro and hypothetically run his computer all night long. You know, it's just one of those unfortunate hands, dealing the hand cards, the hand of life. Jesus fucking Christ, my brain, dude. That's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, I'm gonna let this go on for like 15 more minutes. Like, I would hope he saves his fucking replay, goes through my deck, and goes, "Oh, Snake Eyes K9. That's not the deck that won Worlds." I mean, obviously, that is absolutely not the fucking world we live in. But Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And I can't because I'm used to doing in a replay, so I can just like open the deck and show you all the cards like I can with the extra deck here. But like, it's not because we're in a duel, like an actual fucking duel, so I can't just do that. Uh, but I mean, right there, Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. That can't be in a Vanquish Soul K9 deck. Link Rebo, 100% not in the Vanquish Soul K9 deck, guaranteed. Why? Because this was built after the ban list and built with the idea that I need something that adds genuine support to Snake Eyes, but is actually good. And it turns out, okay, as luck would have it, when you want to shove something in something else so goddamn bad just enough to make it work, K9 fits that bill, which is why I'm absolutely certain it's going to be one of the next things to be hit on the next ban list. Namely, because every single deck is slotting in K9s now. If it's not K9s, it's Fiendsmith. I mean, shit, you'd probably. I mean, Dario. So Dario just recently tried out this empty jar deck, which also got shat on because God. And we were also in casual. So how are you going to sit there and make fun of a quote unquote shit card in casual, but then also have this guy who berates high level decks, which I'm still not very certain the level of deck this is. I don't actually know if K9 makes it good enough. It just makes it better for me. But like at an actual sanctioned event where people are playing, you know, not Sword Soul. I'm sure some people are playing Sword Soul. Vanquish Soul, K9, Yummy, God, what else? Draco Tail, Branded. You know, like I don't know. I don't know how much it would hold up. Maybe well enough. You know, if you're smarter than me and play your cards right, maybe it could. Maybe it would hold up, and maybe it might even win a tournament. Maybe it'll win the world tournament someday, and then this guy will actually be correct that I'm using a world tournament deck. Oh man, what a sore loser. I really don't think this deck has too much in common with the world's deck other than it runs K9s. Not and not even that. It apparently I'm running suboptimal because I only run two Joe Cool. Apparently you're supposed to run those at 3. I mean, did the Vanquish Soul K9 deck also run 3 copies of Ghost Belle? Which, remind you, was one of the trash cards that saved my sorry ass, I think is how he put it. With my dog shit deck. So hang on now. Hold on. If this was in fact the Vanquish Soul K9 deck, and that is the deck that won Worlds, how exactly would it be considered dog shit? You might consider the pilot behind it dog shit, sure, absolutely. Especially if it was Vanquish Soul. I have no fucking clue how to play those goddamn cards. Something about you gotta have the right attributes in your hand or something. So it's probably like a bunch of searching and adding to set it up or something. Like I don't actually know. This is just like a vague concept that I understand that they function with. Um, but how to play them? No. You know, could I make a board? No. No, I could. I could make it would be a terrible board, probably, but God, this guy, I swear, must be so fucking miserable to be so goddamn bitter and jaded that he would actually do this instead of A, playing the game out, or B, just beating me. Because that's what it boils down to. If this is such a dog shit deck, then just beat it. That was just luck, man. That was luck of the draw. I happen to have Ghost Belle in my hand. What about next game? I guess he doesn't think that far ahead. He sees a bunch of K9 and not a lick of flame. What is it? Goddamn Snake Eyes. So I didn't even play a goddamn Snake Eyes card in the last game. It was crazy. I had it in my hand too. I thought there was one part where I was going to add Bonfire. But I think I went with I don't know if it was this game or the last game. I either went for Infinite Impermanence to set it up for the next turn, or it was triple tactical talent. But the thing that set me off, so triple tactical's thrust is apparently if your opponent used a monster effect at any point, so then you can thrust. But talents is only if your opponent played a monster effect during the main phase. I think that was the last duel where I was just like, oh, he did the thing. I can thrust and talent, and then I get talent. And I'm like, oh, I cannot talent. But like it didn't matter because I won in the end. And he said, your deck did nothing for 9 turns, but I won. It obviously might have done quote unquote nothing, but it still did enough to win. So obviously, the little much that my deck did do across 9 turns was enough to stop you and win. But again, you know, it's trash cards, dog shit deck. Again, maybe a dog shit pilot, not the best Yu-Gi-Oh player, just because I know how the fucking damage step works. Just like more than a lot of fucking people who actually play this game that are still objectively way smarter and better at it than I am. Just because they don't know all the ins and outs of the fucking rules. And hell, there's even one, what is it? Fucking Lancia or Chaos Hunter, either one or both, where if their effect is currently active, you can't activate any cards that have the effect of banishing. Even though that's not how it should function, I don't think. I think you should absolutely be able to activate those cards. But for any instance that says banish, then you just fucking can't. Now, in the instance that came up about this, where it's like Harpy's Feather Duster, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, what is this? Drill Beam. So Drill Beam's targeting Harpies to keep the back row live. And then you try to do Lancia as Chainlink 3, then as that resolves backwards, presumably because it was already activated, it resolves as much as possible because the effect is and if you do. So for an and if you do effect, they are considered to happen simultaneously. But the way it resolves is if you don't do A, in this case negate, then you can't do B, which is banish. But if you're under Lancia as Chainlink 3 as it resolves backwards, you'll still negate the card, but you won't banish it, which in this instance doesn't do anything to stop the problem, because they're still going to negate the card. But either way, I'm just saying, even if Chaos Hunter is out, you should still be able to activate things like Dark Core, which no one fucking plays anymore, that I know of. Which, by the way, Dark Core is discard a card and banish a card on the field. It might actually just be a monster. And you know what? It might even be only a face-up monster. Dark Core is a pretty old card. But I still think you should be able to activate it under Chaos Hunter for no effect other than to discard. Or if you do, like if you have Access Code Talker, you should absolutely be able to banish. Oh no, because you can't. Never mind, I'm getting backwards. He banishes for cost or whatever to destroy for effect. So that's backwards. That's not what I'm thinking of. But either way, you should be able to do it, and anything that banishes that part just doesn't fucking happen. So in this case, you would activate Access Code Talker to banish. It wouldn't fucking happen, and then you wouldn't be able to destroy something, because in this case, well, that's not an and if you do, I don't think. But either way, it's not what it's written on the card. The card is that neither player can banish cards. So then that leads me to believe you can still activate the cards, you just won't banish. And I guess the way they get around any fucking weird situation like that is at that point they just don't let you activate them. Which I'm just saying, maybe it should say neither player can activate cards or effects that include the effect to banish one or more cards. You know, we've got this problem-solving card tech situation to solve all of these confusing rulings and game state situations that might arise while playing them. And I think that would help that one a lot more. You know, neither player can banish cards or activate cards or effects that include banishing any number of cards, one or more cards, however you want to fucking write that. You know, any card, parenthesis S. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't think even if this guy does come back, I don't think he's gonna actually play the game out. He's probably just gonna talk more shit and fucking stall it out. Like I said, he's probably. I mean, obviously he's on a PC. He can tab out and play another game already. But I would imagine, you know, he's in a situation, unfortunately for me, where he can just leave his computer on all night. And at least if that was the case, or I should say if that wasn't the case, then at least then I could just fucking war of attrition him, just wait a couple more hours, and he'd be like, oh, I gotta fucking go. I'm like, all right, well, bye, surrender, I guess, close out. fucking force close your program through Task Manager. Oh, he's on a window. He can just click the X. What am I fucking... Well, he's not going to do that, unfortunately for me. You know, this is just one of those instances where I get out assholed, and I cannot, you know, I cannot win in this war of attrition, unfortunately. Oh, man. Well, this has been fun. I think I'm going to tab out now. You know, I would absolutely love to sit here even longer and see it out. You know, if I was in a situation where I was using my desktop computer that I absolutely genuinely own and just fucking cannot use, is the most fucking frustrating thing. Like, if it was, at least if I had a laptop, I could just go to the fucking library and set it up. Like, no one cares. Every goddamn person there uses a fucking laptop. But God forbid I bring in a whole fucking desktop and 2 monitor setup. That's too many things to plug in. This other guy's using a power strip, but I guess that's out of the question for me. You know, he's got a lot of stuff plugged in, but he doesn't have a desktop computer plugged in. So I guess he has me beat. Why is this not staying up? No, that's not gonna hold it. I gotta find something to hold this up. Pop-Tarts will hold this up. Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. But yeah, this guy, like I said, he's probably in a situation where he can actually fucking keep his computer on all night. So then I can't compete with that. You know, if it was a few hours, I could wait that out, charge my phone if I really have to, and then just, you know, win the attrition war that way. But even if I don't know for sure that I would win the Yu-Gi-Oh war, I can at least know for sure I won the moral war. Because even if, you know, I'm losing, at best, I'll just fucking surrender and either move on to the next game or let them disconnect because they don't want to fucking play with someone who surrenders. But at this rate, honestly, I'd much rather play with someone who surrenders instead of fucking this. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, the most disgraceful Yu-Gi-Oh player ever. Very simple, very eloquent title for a 1 hour and 33-minute counting video that no one will fucking watch. Or at least not in its entirety. I mean, with a title as clickbaity as that, it's gotta at least get like, oh, hey, really? What is it? The fucking worst? I can put one of his monsters up here. What is this? Archfiend Emperor, the first Lord of Horror. I mean, either this or the guy that he summoned out. I have to look at the other replay, because I don't see it in here. Abominable Unchained Soul. Yeah, I don't see it. Like, what even is this deck, dude? Oh, no, what is it? Unchained Archfiends with random fiend support. Like, what was the other one? Burning Abyss is one I saw. Oh, man. You win the war of attrition, you fucking miserable piece of shit, but... Absolute worst human being and Yu-Gi-Oh player ever. Jesus fucking Christ. What a goddamn sack, dude. The connection has been lost. No kidding. 。 Replays? I'll go look at, the worst? The worst? I guess I don't know what I named it. I mean, this is definitely not the same guy. Alright, so let's see here. Tour Guide of the Underworld. Dark Spirit of Banishment, that's the guy he discarded. Archfiend Eris, I don't think it was that card. This guy had like 3,400 attack. Oh, but it was boosted, so it might... I mean, it could be fucking this thing for all I know. It could be this thing. I mean, I guess I'll just see in the replay. So what is this? A fucking... So I shut down that, so he gets another 3 on board to go on with this Cherubini of the Dark Abyss. And that's going to get me into Jax, so I can use Jax to pop his Link monster. And he brings back Skarm, plays this Void Apocalypse spell card, and then gets his little Archfiend field spell out, and his Dark Malice Spirit in his hand. Set 1 pass. Like, I can't summon anything with Jokul. He only had 2 cards in his hand, so I couldn't normal summon it. Didn't really do a monster effect until the last minute, so there's no point in thrusting. Or I wouldn't even be able to thrust. There's no time. Archfiend's Eris gets called by, but then he summons it out. What is this? Oh, Empress. Aha! There's a difference. Oh, so it's this thing. 3,400 attack. Not bad. Jax pops, and then these 2 guys get their effects off. So they go back to the hand and reset themselves for another effect, which is fine. Jokul gets out Lantern. Lantern would have brought back Lupus, but he gets shuffled back into the deck with his trap card. That's a good play. And then he fucking brings out the Empress again. And then I guess I have no choice but to attack into it. What is the, change the attack target? Yeah, you didn't perform damage calculation. I mean, that's a good card. It's a good combo. So here's the idea. When I thought, maybe I should have ran Jokul into Empress, and then I could have Lightning Stormed. Maybe that was a play. I genuinely don't know. But anyways, that's all I did. Mind you, he said my dog shit deck did nothing for 9 turns. There's a lot of recycling going on. Then he brings out my Jokul from the graveyard and passes turn. So for someone who, your dog shit deck did nothing, what was happening here? Did you have no better Link plays to go into? You're running double Nightmare Unicorn and actually Nightmare Cerberus? But no, continue. You're right. They're fiends. You know what? You're right. They're fiends. Oh, it's still going. Yeah, something happened. I'm sorry. Lantern's effect brings back Kizuna, and Kizuna dumps in Lupus. Lupus comes onto the board, and I tactics for 2 cards. And maybe I should have saved that. I figured I might need more cards. And Snake Eye Ash, honestly, I didn't even get to summon it. If I'm not mistaken, I already normal summoned. I can't remember exactly what I normal summoned. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I could have normal summoned it. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I could have normal summoned Snake Eye Ash and gone through all my Snake Eyes plays. Ripper into Werewolf. Werewolf on Ripper. Boom. get the spell card out of the way, the field spell. I mean, might as well, right? Going to battle, 2000, going to battle. And then he goes and drops his spirit, which I Ash Belle, or fucking I Ghost Belle. So that shuts it down. So first of all, the duel didn't even go on for 9 turns, fucking moron. Second of all, yes, Ghost Belle saved my ass, and it's all because I drew 2 off talents. If I didn't talents for 2, then I would not have gotten Ghost Belle to stop this play. And that's what he was talking about, that Ghost Belle saved my ass. And it's obviously, you know, it's definitely no mystery that I am definitely not the best Yu-Gi-Oh player in the world. So hang on. Replay. Export decks. Decks. Delete. This is just my deck. And oh, wrong tab. Toobi, that's his name. Being a bad sportsman is his game. I mean, it's a pretty nice deck. It's got a nice theme and synergy to it. But I don't know, I'd have to say my deck was doing better. Even though I could have Snake Eyes for nothing, which is like kind of the reason why I didn't fucking do it. Because it's like, well, you know, let them get something on the board first, and then I can go through the Snake Eyes plays. Because then at least then, because really, where is it? Snake Eyes K9. Yeah, I've tried Snake Eyes Yummy. It's not bad. So even when I was like, oh, I could normal summon Ash if I did. I don't know. Maybe I couldn't have. But I feel like that would have been wasteful. And then, you know, what am I doing setting up? What am I getting Flamberge out? Flamberge for nothing. There's nothing to hit. I get fucking Doomed out for nothing. There's nothing to hit. Like, I could probably take something out of the graveyard that I don't want them using and then try that way, I guess. But, like, ugh. I'd rather stuff be on the board so I can answer that more immediately than preemptively and hope I hit the right thing, you know? So I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, what a piece of shit. And this, again, this is coming from the king of miserable people to see how absolutely fucking miserable in the life this guy is, who can't just fucking play out a game and put his money where his mouth is. If my deck is so dog shit, then show me by beating me. You know, otherwise, the fuck are you doing? Anyways, I don't even know how to end this. I didn't expect it for going on for an hour and 45 minutes. I guess ideally I could have just done this for fucking forever. Just start a whole fucking stream of how Toobi is a fucking loser, and then just leave the stream running ad nauseum until he actually quits. Or until I lose, you know, maybe the internet cuts out, or the power goes out or something, you know? Shit happens, right? You could be in the middle of a game, just like normal fucking everything happened, and then next thing you know, it's like, hey, are you gonna negate something, or what's going on? You gonna play a card? Because it'll be like, it'll say waiting. Like it's your opponent's control for a second, even if it's your turn. But like otherwise, and then you know, but like no, it says you're waiting, you know, and so you're both just staring at a fucking waiting screen. Oh man, and then it's like, oh, now we have to close Edo Pro and reopen it. You know. Well, anyway, this has been fun. I've had a great time. It's a shame I couldn't see how that played out. And I still don't think this is a tier 0 deck or something that needs to be taken into the competitive one. But anyway, thanks for watching, I guess. If anyone did, it's been an hour and 45 goddamn minutes, so I can't imagine who would. But hopefully someone checked it out and saw how absolutely fucking hideous this person is. And I mean, you can just change your name, but if you ever see Toobi, just fucking quit. Just save yourself the time. He's a piece of shit. That's it. Bye-bye.